Hello, Cambly learners. My name is Mike, and I'm a tutor here at Cambly. Today, you will be learning how to improve your English fluency. When you have a tutor present, it is very easy to follow up with the class because we give you some activities like readings, we can see some articles, we also have presentations. But what happens when you don't have a tutor present? So I'm going to give you some activities you can do by yourself that will improve your skills. They're brain challenging and they're a lot of fun to do. So let's get started. The first technique we're going to review is the shadowing technique. And what is it? Well, just like the name says, you're going to repeat what somebody else says, like a shadow, creating a shadow of somebody else. So when somebody announces, you repeat. And what you're going to focus on is on phonemes. Phonemes are the smallest unit of sound created in the English language. And this is what you want to do. Practice reproducing these sounds. Don't focus on what they're saying, the content, if you understand it. This is just a hearing and repeating exercise. So what is shadowing technique going to help you with? Well, it's going to help you reduce your accent. It's going to help with pronunciation. It's going to also help you deliver a better word stress, which is like different accents or probably saying consonants or maybe with vowel production. It's going to help you with intonation too. Intonation is the rise and fall when you're speaking, and also rhythm. It's going to help you develop some rhythm. So how are you going to achieve shadowing technique? First, you're going to listen the audio completely. You can do this with YouTube videos, and sometimes they even have transcripts, which is great, so you can read it as well. You can use a time frame about 5 minutes is okay, but the first thing you're going to do is hear it through. Hear it without doing anything else. Step number two is you're gonna put the recording all the way from the beginning again. You're gonna hit play and you're gonna stop the recording with just a few words. It depends how much words you can repeat and how you're comfortable. And also, don't stop at the middle of a sentence. Try to have one full idea and then repeat it. So let's see an example of how this would work.
The English language is a big, beautiful mess.
The English language is a big, beautiful mess.
Few languages are as diverse and unexpected in their history.
Few languages are as diverse and unexpected in their history.
And few have undergone changes so dramatic and so violent.
And few have undergone changes so dramatic and so violent. After doing the repetition once, you should probably do it again and record yourself. It is very important to record yourself. That way, you can hear yourself compared to the recording, and it's going to be easier for you to identify your weaknesses, your strengths, and everything you need to improve your fluency. Let's see now method number two. This is audiobook versus book. It's a very similar method to shadowing, but it's an extended version of it. So select first a book you really like and you really enjoy to read, not something to study English. Now, why is this? Because the more engaged and the more you like it, the more memorable this is going to be. And you want this in order for the phrases to stick in your mind. How does this work? For example, when you start with English, you start learning how the letters produce sounds, right? So let's go with audio. You have an A, an U, a D, and what you start doing is going like audio, and then you kind of try to paste it together, audio, and later on, when you encounter this word again, you just go audio. It's very similar with phrases. When you start with a phrase, you're going to start thinking about things you want to say, like for example, the house is green. You're thinking about all the things you want to contain in that phrase, but then you're just going to say the house is green, right? The more phrases you start learning, it's going to be easier for you. There are a ton of selection of books you can do this with. But for those that are starting, we're going to give you 5 easy books you can do. So you got Charlotte's Web, James and the Giant Peach, Winnie the Pooh, Mary Poppins, or Aesop's Fables. So the way of working with this technique, it's very similar to the shadowing technique. First of all, you're going to listen to an entire page. Then you're going to listen to the first paragraph and you're going to repeat that paragraph out loud. You're going to continue with the second paragraph and you're going to do this process until you finish the entire page. After that, what you're going to do is you're going to record yourself of that entire page. And you're going to compare yourself with the audiobook. It is very important to compare yourself. This is the only way you're going to identify where your problems are, your weaknesses, your strengths, as mentioned before. Method number 3 that we're going to see is singing. So the first thing you have to do is finding the range of your voice. A lot of people sing and you naturally have a way of singing. So this is going to determine if you have lower notes, mid notes, or higher notes. Women tend to be in the high end, as male tend to be in the low end. And how can you know what is your pitch or where is your range? Well, you can use a vocal coach. Right now, there's a lot of coaches online that can help you. And you can just have one lesson to clearly identify what is your range. There are tons of techniques to properly sing, but we're more interested in pronouncing. So if you can follow the pitch and sing correctly, well, that is a bonus. But if not, don't worry too much. Singing is a fun way to think about intonation, to think about rhythm, and it helps a lot. There's a lot of cases where you can see that a lot of people have improved by singing. Do not stress your throat. If at any point your throat starts hurting, then you should stop immediately. Singing involves a lot of muscles and more than you probably think. So, for example, using the diaphragm correctly, body resonators, these are all things essential for proper sound. For more information, you can research online. And always remember, you have to have fun with this activity. Now, I'm going to share you a list of 5 songs for males and 5 songs for females that are an entry level. The pitch doesn't move as much, so it's easier to sing. There's not a complicated rhythm. They follow a clear structure. It is not as a long song. So there are many factors for this to be easier. But that doesn't mean it's not going to take you time and you will probably have to study them. So for males, I got Oasis with Wonderwall, Snow Patrol with Chasing Cars, Green Day with Time of Your Life, Elvis Presley, Can't Help Falling in Love, and Bill Withers, Ain't No Sunshine. And for females, I got Taylor Swift with Shake It Off, Adele, To Make You Feel My Love, ABBA with Mamma Mia, Selena Gomez with Love Song, and Carly Rae Jepsen, Call Me Maybe. Well, that would be it for today. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you can improve that English fluency. For those who are unfamiliar with Cambly, Cambly gives you instant access to friendly native speakers just like me. You can take English lessons anywhere, at any time, right from your phone or your computer. Schedule your next lesson with me on the link below. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.